Hello there. Welcome to another edition of Phil Reed's Hikes. I'm Phil. Today I want to talk about a not new Zpacks Duplex tent. My tent is 3 years old and it leaks. When it started leaking about a year ago, I thought it was just condensation, but it started getting worse and worse. Now, it doesn't leak immediately. It normally takes a couple hours before, in my opinion, the material soaks through and it starts to leak. Last weekend, I had a 12-hour rain, was stuck in the tent. The first couple hours it was okay, and I went to sleep, and I woke up a couple hours later, and my sleeping bag was soaked. I wrote a letter to Zpacks asking for advice, and this is what they sent me back, which is okay, but caveat emptor, buyer beware. Hey guys, I returned from a very short 2-night backpacking trip this weekend, 19th through 20 October 2019. It rained on Saturday night from about 4 p.m. until 7 a.m. Sunday morning. Unfortunately, again, the inside of my Zpacks Duplex with the woodland camo was drenched as it was literally raining inside my tent. My down bag was soaked and the temperatures were about 38 degrees all night. I depend upon the down to prevent hypothermia. Everything in the tent was wet. This happens every time the rain lasts for several hours, probably 5 to 7 instances. This is because it doesn't rain on every hike. I hike steadily throughout the year. I probably spend about 50 nights a year in my tent, but it doesn't rain all the time. But when it does rain, it's not raining for 12 hours. It may rain for 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours, and that doesn't seem to be a big problem. All right, back to my note. It appears the material failed from the top ridge crest to about 24 inches down either side, creating a rain band inside the tent. Now, at least the floor doesn't leak, except that I was on a hill and the water pooled up in the bottom. The ridge seam isn't where I observed leaking, but it was hard to tell as the entire top 24 inches on either side of the ridge crest was dripping. I'm not going to read the rest of it, but let me read you the response, which was a very quick response. Hello, Phil. Sorry to hear about the issues with your duplex. Over time, the material will lose its durability against the rain. It will inevitably begin to leak over time. You are at about the 3-year mark, so I would say this could be expected at this point. As far as waterproofing, you can apply a waterproof treatment that is not harmful to the DCF material. The problem with applying it is that it will not securely stick to the tent fabric and more than likely rinse off in the first heavy rain. Another thought could be purchase some of our repair tape and replace the current repair tape that is on the peak of the tent. In August 2019, when I was up in the Bridger Wilderness, I detected about 25 micro holes on both sides of the ridge line or the crest, down about 12 inches on either side, and I patched them with medical tape. I sprayed the tent with a garden hose back at the house and no leaks appeared, but like I said, the problem seems to arise after a several hours soaking rain, which tells me the material is getting saturated and then leaking. I bought the tent sometime in the winter of 2017. This was my 3rd summer. Every single multi-hour rain has seen a huge amount of what I thought was condensation, which has got increasingly worse, and then the deluge inside the tent this weekend for the 2nd trip in a row. And then I ask him, are there any recommendations? Anyway, when you're paying between $600 and $700 for a tent, and they say it will only last 3 years, you just need to take that into your calculus when deciding upon the tent. As for myself, I love the tent and would like to continue to use it, but I need to figure out how to waterproof. After reviewing about 24, maybe 3 dozen reviews on the internet, I found that most of the reviews were after 1 or 2 hikes. One guy even reviewed his Zpacks tent and it hadn't arrived yet. I found one review from Dixie on Homemade Wanderlust where she had referred to the micro holes in her tent. Now, I'm glad I'm not the only one that happened to. So I had about 20 of them, which I patched, and I thought it was okay. I'm going to buy a can of spray waterproofing from Walmart and just spray the hell out of it, and probably take some painter's drop cloth with me on my next hike, so if the leak does start, I can at least cover my sleeping bag. All right, other than that, it's a great tent. What do you expect for 20 ounces?